The first thing that I would request young managers to focus on is having absolute clarity of their own goals, what they want to achieve from their career, as well as how does that synchronize with the goals of the organization they're working with. The second aspect is to bring huge amount of energy to the job. Without that energy, no career can be fast-tracked. Last but never the least is to be disciplined, to be resilient, to stay the course, because there will be a lot of distractions that come along the way. A combination of all this, I think, will help young leaders to fast-track their career. In today's complex world, one of the biggest challenges facing any leader for that matter is ambiguity. There will be enough issues, there will be enough circumstances where judgment has to be exercised, where decisions may not be black and white. That is the kind of ambiguity we have to deal with. The other aspect of growth is growth will come with its own risks. So how do you balance risks and rewards? How do we make sure that we've taken a decision taking both risk and reward into account is very important while one is in a growing organization. I think the first thing that I would kind of focus on for a young leader is to be in the nation. I know this may not sound politically correct, but I think it's important for a person to, yes, have a perspective, work in different geographies, but always come back to the nation and serve the nation. And serve the nation by doing one's own job in an effective manner, and also finding time to do, I think for me personally, what is important, which is education and skilling of the not so privileged individuals. The more education, the more skilling we can do. And I don't mean skilling in a technical sense, but I mean preparing people for work-life balance, preparing people for the corporate life. I think that would be the greatest contribution that any young leader can do to the nation. There were very many defining moments, I must admit, but if I were to choose a couple of them, one is, when 3.5 years back, I decided to come back to India and take this role in Federal Bank as the Chief Operating Officer. That was quite defining in itself. And about a few years back, when I was with Standard Chartered Bank and the bank chose to send me to Brunei, a small country in Southeast Asia, as the Chief Executive Officer of that country, I think both those moments have been quite defining in how it has shaped my career. I think the very terms lend themselves to showing you what the difference is. Manage is all about just getting by, just making things as they are, not really looking at it from a long-term perspective, just working day to day. But lead, the very term lead gives you an emphasis around building a vision, collaborating with people to get that vision to be delivered. So I think the very words manage and lead visualize themselves as very different. Obviously, lead means taking the organization far ahead of what managing is all about. There is no one silver bullet that will keep employees motivated. As a leader, you have to choose what works for each of your team members. For some, it may be something as simple as more delegation, more empowerment, giving them greater freedom to work. For some others, it may be more monetary emoluments, it may be promotions. So there's no single path to motivating your employees. As a leader, what is important is to understand each of your employees and use the most appropriate tool for that employee, because with diversity is what will happen, and diversity is what brings an organization forward. So choose the most appropriate tool for the employees in your team.